Stocks have had a rough start to 2022, but it could be getting better soon. And that's exactly why I decided to pick 3 stocks that I believe you should be buying now in May 2022. These stocks are going to have a higher market cap, so there's going to be less fluctuation in price. So if you guys want to see a lower market cap video, I could do that for you guys as well. But make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe and watch all the way until the end of the video so you don't miss any of the stocks I'm about to give to you guys. So the first stock we're going to be talking about today is going to be none other than McKesson. So McKesson is currently up about 1% on the day. It is down 3% on the week. In the past month, it's up about 1%. And over the past 3 months, it's actually up 20%. So it's had a nice little run up here, even doing way better than the market. And I believe it can continue to do way better than the market as well. You can see here up 44% over the past 6 months and up 68% in the past year. I do not believe this will be stopping soon. I'll get into why in a second. But first, McKesson basically engages in the provision of supply chain management solutions, retail pharmacy, community oncology, specialty care, and health care information technology. So basically, it's a pharmaceutical company that employs, I believe, 78,000 people and does a ton of money in revenue every year. CVS is one of their big people that they supply to. CVS has about 20% of their business. But yeah, in terms of market cap, they have a $48 billion market cap, which makes it a massive company. But it is a lower cap company than the other two we're going over today as well. In terms of PE ratio, it's only 45, even though they have been having stellar numbers as of late. And then they give about a 0.5% dividend. So it's not too high of a dividend like Coca-Cola at 4%, but this dividend yield is pretty solid. In terms of earnings, their last earnings call, they did miss on EPS, so that's maybe why they didn't quite have as good of a run up in the past month. However, they did beat on revenue for the last quarter, which was expected to be about $64 billion, and they did have about $66 billion, 3% beat on revenue. And in past, they've been beating by a ton on EPS, so it's a bit surprising that they missed, but that does present an opportunity for us to get in at a bit of a lower price. Now, in terms of the performance outlook and what analysts have to say about it, they do have a bullish pattern detected for McKesson. Performance outlook, it says it's supposed to be green in the short term, and in the long term, green as well. And then in terms of financials, they have seen increase in revenue over the past four years. And then over here, the recommendation rating, it is at a 2 or a buy, with a ton of strong buys and barely any sells from recommendations. And then also their analyst price target has it at about $354 with the high of $359. It's currently at $324, so we could definitely see an increase in McKesson's stock price. Now, in terms of their financials, you can see here that the revenue for the year is about $263 billion. The cost of the revenue is about $250 billion, so they gross about $13 billion every year. And then quarterly, they do about $66 billion in revenue, like we said before. So they're looking very solid. McKesson is definitely a beast in the market. This is definitely a stock you should consider buying now in May 2022. And really quick, guys, I do want to mention that we have a free section in our private Discord now, and we're giving away a free alert in our free section of our private Discord tomorrow on Monday. So if you guys want to get that free alert, go ahead and join with the second link in the description. And the second stock that I think you should buy now in May 2022 is going to be Target. So Target is currently up about 1% on the day. Over the past week, it's down about 2%. Past month, it's down about 6%. In the past quarter, up about 5%. So Target is one of these really good beast of a stock that you're going to want in as a staple of your portfolio. They have a very good dividend, and their market cap sits at about $101 billion. If you guys live in America, you already know what Target is. It basically is a grocery store, merchandise store. They deal in everything, but their numbers and profit margins are really good in my opinion. Something that you guys should be looking into investing in because they do solid growth over the past 5 years. They've done about 350%. Over the past year, they've kind of stalled out a bit, being only up 5%. However, I believe they're at a great value right now, and we can see some pretty beast growth with them going forward. Plus, they have earnings coming up. Now, in terms of their PE ratio, it's only 15. If a PE ratio is below 20 for a stock like this, I like to see that. And then they give away a 1.5% dividend yield, so you'll get 1.5% back every year from Target. Now, in terms of earnings, Their last earnings call, they did beat on EPS by 12%, but they missed on revenue by 1%. So that could be a reason why they haven't been doing as good the past couple of quarters, past couple of months. But they do have a earnings call coming up on May 18th, which is going to be Wednesday of this week. And this is a great earnings play, in my opinion. I believe they're going to do great. They've beat on, 7 out of their last 8 EPS and revenues. So I would just expect them to do well and Target to continue to do well this week. I think it's a great stock to buy now. But anyways, let's get more into what the analysts think. So the analysts do see a bearish pattern with Target, but I believe that's why they're a great buy right now because of the earnings play that they have coming up. But something interesting to see, their EPS beaten on the past 4, and their financials, their revenue has gone up substantially over the past 4 years, and their earnings are going up as well. Analysts have them as a 2 buy. Only one analyst has them as a sell in May. And then in terms of price targets, they're currently at $219. Their low is $230, their high is $365, their average is $278. So there's a massive upside for Target here. This should be a staple of your portfolio. If you don't have it in your portfolio, definitely consider it. In terms of financials, something extremely similar here. Over the past year, they've done about $106 billion in total revenue, and the cost of their revenue is only 74, so they're doing 31 billion in profit. In terms of the last quarter, they did about 30 billion. The cost was about 22, so they did 8 billion in the last quarter of gross profit, much better than McKesson's. Target is definitely something you should consider buying now in May 2022. And really quick, guys, before I get into the final stock for this video, if you guys are interested in getting a free stock worth up to $300, then go ahead and get signed up to Public.com. Public.com is a social investing network that allows you to see what your favorite investors are buying in the stock and crypto markets. Plus, when you use our link and deposit just $1, you get the chance to earn a free stock worth up to $300. So go ahead and click that first link in the description to get signed up to Public.com. And the third and final stock we're going to be going over in this video is going to be Walmart. So Walmart is currently up about 0.3% today, or on Friday. Down 1% on the week, down 5% in the past month, and up about 11% in the past quarter. So doing extremely well. Obviously, we all know what Walmart is. It's very similar to Target, kind of a do-it-all type of business. But their market cap is currently at about 400 billion, which is 4 times what Target is, about 8 times what McKesson was in the first stock. However, their price earnings ratio is fairly solid too, at a 30, and then their dividend yield is also at 1.5%. So you're going to get 1.5% back at each year. I believe Walmart is just an absolute beast. It's up about 115% over the past 5 years, and no signs of stopping here. And not only that, they have an earnings call coming up this Tuesday. I believe this is definitely something that you should be betting on. You can see here they beat on EPS and revenue in the past 4 quarters, doing just extremely well. Last time beat about by $1 billion in revenue and 0.03 in EPS, doing great surprises there. And they have their earnings call coming up on Tuesday. I think they'll do well there as well. But in terms of the analyst outlook, short term they say it's down, but if they do well in earnings, could flip that right back to green. Midterm and long term they say it is also green. Now in terms of earnings, they have beat on the past 4, like we said. Financials, they have been increasing their revenue. Recommendations, they have it as a 2 or a buy, and the analyst price targets, they're going to have it as a low as 140, high of 190, and an average of 166. So Walmart definitely has some more to go, especially if they beat on this earnings call that they have coming up. In terms of financials, they do about 572 billion in revenue each year, with a gross profit of about 143 billion. That's about a 20% profit margin, extremely good. And their quarterly, they did about 152 million in the last quarter, which is extremely good. 37 billion in profit. Walmart's just banking, and I think they will in this earnings call as well. And that's going to be it for the top 3 stocks to buy now in May 2022. If you guys would like to see a penny stocks video or stocks with a lower market cap, let me know in the comment section below. But make sure you guys get your free stock with the first link in the description and join our private Discord with the second link in the description. But other than that, guys, that's all I'm gonna have for you guys today. I'm Zach with Finance Bro. Take it easy.